So now I want to take these 10mm off. All the way around. And that shutter should come right off. And it does. I'm just going to set this aside. Now you can have access to the grill. Camera plug. Camera. Comes off. Ooh. Alright, now I'm going to remove the grill. Looks like there's a bunch of Phillips and then some more push clips, and I'll be able to get this off. It looks like there's some higher ones that you don't need to take off, so just pay attention to which ones you're removing. Going for the lower ones. Gee willikers, that was a pain. Okay, got the painted part off. Just gonna wiggle this out. There's another clip in behind all the plugs. Oh, what an ordeal that was. Holy cow. Well, finally got it off. Alright, so I went ahead and put on my universal bracket. Unfortunately for the Baja light bar, it's a little bit too wide, so I did need to notch the sides. But if you go with a different light bar, you probably won't need to do that, and this is fully adjustable for any kind of light bar that you'll need. Alright, so I got my custom grill letters. I'm going to put them onto the grill. They just installed with some little inserts and then some M4 bolts. Easiest way is probably to stand them up. Put on the bolt and reach in from behind. Alright, so I got it all bolted back up. I went ahead and put all the Phillips screws back in all the way around. I ended up taking all of them off along the top. I don't know whether you need to, but it definitely was such a struggle that I figured it was worth it. You do need to pull off these side panels as well. The way it is, it's kind of layered, so in order to get the grill off, you have to pull the painted shroud off, and these are kind of blocked on. It's just these little plastic like vent covers, but they need to come off as well in order to get that off. So you do need to pull these off. These ones were buggers, but I don't know how long I spent doing it, but I'm sure the second time will be better. But yeah, you need to take all these ones off, these bottom ones off. Same thing with all these ones on the sides. Phillips screws, and along the top as well, and then it'll come off. There was one in here that's a little tricky and hidden to see, but once you get those, it comes off okay. Alright, so I got the shutter back on. That just bolts on the same way you took it off. Just made sure your wiring is going to clear all the fins. That's strapped up all nice and tight. I double checked all my plugs because you don't want to have to pull this off again. But I'm going to go ahead and throw this back on the truck. Alright, so I'm going to be wiring the light bar. I'm going to use the auxiliary switch from factory, which is auxiliary 1. You can see right there is the clip that you need to get access to. So you got the female clip right down here, and the light bar wiring harness comes out right here. So what I did was I spliced in the factory Baja clip into the OEM harness. The black wire is the power wire for this, and I ended up cutting off the little tab that was on it, and I just wired it in directly into this switch. So now it's plug and play and pretty sweet. Another thing I just wanted to point out was I just capped these other wires, and it came with the factory cap on it, and I just put some heat shrink on it so it couldn't come off. Alright, so I'm just going to run this wire underneath the rad support and come up from the side, and then I'm going to plug into the harness here. Got that clicked. Feed it out and down. Make sure that's seated and locked. Tuck that in underneath. So here you can see I have the light bar wiring running up, around, down underneath the rad support, connecting into the OEM auxiliary switch right there. So in order for it to work, the truck has to be on. And then I got the auxiliary 1 switch here. You can see when I push it, it turns on. Illuminates.